If they hadn't done that, it would have been 4v4 right now. They picked up that Nova shotgun, and they're going to see if they can make their way towards this B bomb site. Happy's there to stop them first, and Flusher going down means Envy have control of the round once again.
Happy trying to line up, but Crimson's already managed to try and push through window, but Apex is not going to allow it. JW, the last man, has picked himself up the shotgun from MBK's corpse, but Kiyoshima will find him, and that will be, in the end, a solid hold from Envy. But boy, look at that, the hit points 4 and 10 for Kyo and Apex could easily have turned the other way.
A promising start for EnVyUs there. 2 clean rounds, no bombs going down either. They know they're up against an almost full eco here. I don't think Fnatic can justify buying a single thing here. So you can see 5 Glocks coming in, and it's almost a throwaway round. If they can get a bomb down in any sort of realm, I don't know see how it's going to go down, but that's all the objective is going to be. You can see all 5 players now heading towards long A. Kenny S waiting for them though.
Full eco as well from Fnatic. It's very rare you see no pistols bought at all, but they're going to push on through. That grenade was fantastic from Kenny. He does go for the spray down, and he's got a Tech 9 to switch to after that Mach 10. And he will manage to get himself a big chunk of kills. Happy finishing things off here. Quick 4K there, and that is just about what you'd like there. It is, of course, an MP9 and a Mach 10.
So the thing is, without getting any bombs down, that means no AWPs for Fnatic. That's not necessarily the end of the world, but it means they go into this round with very limited buy. They won't have absolutely everything available. There won't be a massive amount of Molotovs to flush CTs out, for example.
And my one worry was that the team kill would be what actually denied the AWP, but it wasn't. He would have had $300 more, which would have put him at 4,600. Not enough for an AWP. He's $150 short. But, you know, you always got to look for that. It would be quite a big thing if that team kill was the difference.
Look at Apex going aggressive again, getting a good glimpse around long. Didn't quite catch on Flusher, but it was enough to give the information across to his team. Now, they've got to be careful they don't over-rotate on this one. Kyo has managed to get himself up on platform. Quick flash to get a glimpse out there as the smoke dissipates, gets a little glimpse into the corner, but doesn't manage to catch on towards Olafmeister, who will manage to find his head, and that's going to open up things on B side.
Over Apex thinking for the middle, and actually I think Flusher's waiting for Flusher goes down anyway. He was actually hiding there just to catch that kill. MBK in drop zone. And when that fire disappears, he's going to hear them running away already. He knows that they're going back 8. It's actually a very smart play from Fnatic. They're switching it up. Kenny goes down. How do they see this coming? It's all on NBK and Happy. A huge turnaround here. Even with Crims down, this is looking very tough here for the French team. And NBK already down. Pronax, I don't think he realizes just yet, but he's going to be flashed in, and NBK should be going down. He will be going down, and Happy has to run. That was a genius level play from Pronax. What a mid-round call.
Yeah, absolutely. Fantastic stuff from Fnatic. I love it when teams go through connector and get towards A. There's sometimes the CTs get such tunnel vision on the B area because it's contended so highly. They got an early frag there. Apex pushing towards long A as well. There was so much attention elsewhere. They made their way through, but Happy desperately trying to save his AWP now. This would be fantastic if we can do it, but take down JW, but Olafmeister finishes them off, and Fnatic get their first round on the board. And what a great round it was, just because they had such limited utility available to them. But the CTs, of course, are going to force buy. We know no one ever ecos when EnVyUs and Fnatic are playing.
Absolutely, never a truer word spoken. It does mean that MBK, well, he's gone for a Mag 7, but if he takes it to drop, it's perfectly viable for him. And of course, just a FAMAS for Kenny S. But Fnatic, have they started as they mean to go on here on the T side? We were talking earlier on of like the bias and which side this is going to be, but Happy getting a glimpse will not be too impressed with being taken apart by Pronax there. We were agreeing that it was a T-side bias. We'll see whether the teams favour it that way.
So we saw Happy there trying to get that early information. He wanted to get that first kill just to secure his team when they've got the low buy here, but unfortunately Pronax ripped it head off his shoulders there and gives them a great position now. They can just take their time and work out what the CT's reaction is to that initial kill.
Very interested about the fact that Fnatic aren't playing that plateau that much, especially early in the game here, because later on, if Envy get a good economy, they're going to have Molotovs to buy even more time. So Fnatic might want to use the fact that Envy have fewer grenades now to play that B bomb side, and they are eventually going to end up there, and there's no smokes left, just flashbangs and a single HE here for NBK and Kiyoshima to try and stop them. And about 40 seconds here D-man, this is going to be a very tough defense, I think, for the Frenchman.
It's a big ask for Kiyoshima to try and keep them at bay, and well, as soon as JW manages to land that shot, it's a nigh on impossible task. MBK has managed to collect himself the M4 and gets a quick early one there. JW, with not a lot of help, does manage to find a second. Kenny-S is going to join him. He's got a rifle in hand, but that's MBK down now. Pronex catching a glimpse of Kenny's back there. He's going to find Crims around the corner. This is a vital duel to see who will come out on top. It is Crims, and that's going to give Apex some serious problems. I doubt he'll go too aggressive.
He'll just be looking for 1 or 2 frags here. You can see he gets some intel there, but without a defuse kit and a rifle in hand, it's just a very difficult prospect to actually even consider taking that bomb site. He will fall back, trying to save the gun. MBK actually gave him a window of opportunity there. I'm not sure how he's allowed to get those 2 frags. Once they got the entry onto the B site, they should have just been swarming the bomb site and getting in there. They're a little bit apprehensive to get onto the site, but ultimately Fnatic do take the round, albeit 2 frags lost that maybe shouldn't have done, but Apex will be saving a rifle here. We knew the CC economy was low going into that round. It's going to be pretty devastating now. Each player getting $1,400 onto the bill. Let's see how this one goes down. They do save the rifle there, but Apex saves an M4 going into the 6th round here.
Do you guys feel like maybe the slow pace that Fnatic were adopting at the end of Dust 2, they're sort of transferring over to this map on the terror side? They're really not being very fast. They're allowing Envy to just see what happens, and eventually they make up their minds, but it's slow.
Well, so far the frags are coming to them. When Happy's boosting up and giving you his head on a plate, why not just take it and slow down? But now we can see the change of pace. It looks like a full-on B rush coming in for Fnatic.
Yeah, they're going to realize pistols is all that Envy will have in hand, and JW just waiting for Kyo to make the peak, and it will be a simple kill. And that gives them the opportunity to open things up there. Happy not able to get the close range pistol in this round. Very much in the hands of Fnatic, but MBK strikes once again. If he can line up the second on JW, it could have turned it back in their favor, but Apex, the one man with the rifle, lines up, not allowed to take the shot, and Fnatic will close this one out with ease, equaling up the rounds. 3 apiece. Fnatic starting to hit their stride. EnVyUs need to try and slow them down.
Do you think there was like an instance of instant post-traumatic stress for Fnatic as MBK hit the first Eagle shot, sort of like a throwback to Dust 2?
I thought it was going to happen as well. He's so on point with that weapon right now. Seems to find kills out of absolutely nowhere. It's important to note that EnVyUs, again, they're not actually going to have an AWP here. It's going to be another force buy. We can see the lack of the Molotovs. We talked about how important those can be on this map, but Fnatic, once again, all 4 players heading in, and it seems like JW fancies the pick in the drop-down area.
Apex was with him on MBK as well, though. I thought they were going to go for the counter boost, but after Pronex's kill on Happy previously, I think they've thought better of it. But look at this, Fnatic. Change of pace here. They've hit B site 3 rounds running. And Envy don't really have a great deal of information here. They have no idea it's happening. Alfmeister's selling a great fake. JW, though, with those shots, is certainly going to give the game away. And it's Kenny-S and Apex that are going to try and stop him.
And this is very, very classic Fnatic on this map. Olofmeister lurking B while the rest of the team is doing something else. This is how they started playing Cobblestone when the changes were made to the map, and they've been doing it a lot ever since. And it works so well because Olofmeister has a very scary ability to open up this B bomb site while the rest of the team is maneuvering across the map. You see him sneaking in here at about 40 seconds. He's crept all the way through, checking every angle. 40 seconds left now. He's actually made it down to the lower ground. I think he got spotted. MBK to take down Crims, and it's Olofmeister dropping Happy, and he goes down, and that's a great turnaround. But Pronex is great, Kenny and Apex both, and it's all on Kiyoshima. They make it work. Olof is just enough of a distraction to ruin that A defense, and Kyo, he takes one and then he drops, and it's Fnatic taking a 4th round.
What an interesting round that was. Olof initially becoming the distraction at the start of the round, but he actually became the backstab. The execution came in once he made his way into the B site, and he saw that drop, and this is the round. Pronax, how does he get in that position to find 2 CTs in front of him? Amazing round, but that's the 4th one in a row now for Fnatic. You can see EnVyUs struggling after getting the initial pistol.
Olofmeister switching over to the Mac 10 here, knowing that Envy are going to be on a save. It's going to be aggression, possibly answered by counter-aggression as Apex looks towards door. Flusher is sat ready and waiting there. Not going to get caught off by any close pistol play from Envy. And it's going to be Olofmeister that will start things off. Tries to get himself a flash around. Happy. I think he's going to go for a quick glimpse up close. And Olofmeister with a flash in hand might have got a chance to get caught out, but not anymore, as Olaf will start things off. He's now into sight, the rogue action in play, but Apex gets one over on doors, but MBK as well. And now this is tricky 3v3, but there's no rifles to be had yet for Envy.
So EnVyUs doing his job perfectly. They're peeling the CTs away from the A bomb site. They've now realized as to what's going on. The bomb makes its way up middle, but the CTs are getting in position, ready for their advance into the bomb site.
Oh, MBK not able to land it. Crims will, and now you've got to feel it's going to be Fnatic's round. Kiyoshima not letting it go without a fight here. If he can land another quick flick on the head, he may turn it into his favor, but it will be Fnatic that close it round. It got a little costly, but in the end, it's the 5th round in a row that Fnatic hold.
So a great read by Fnatic. They know the economy system in this game, picking up the Mac 10 there, sending Olaf in, just trying to work out where the stack may lie. He kills one and works out where the others are. It gives the signal for the other players on the team, to go into the A bomb site. They got in, like you said, very expensive round, but finally Kenny S has his AWP, and you can see him about to gather information in the middle.
Wow, he's very fast here. See if he can find an opening. Actually instantly flashed back while the rest of the terrorist team is making a play for drop zone, but they're getting smoked off here. Envy blocking in all the entrances. Finally, Flusher gonna go down. He tried to get that opening on Kenny and was almost successful, but not quite.
Kiyoshima trying to hold Olaf Ubay here. JW is with him. They've already managed to push on through. And if Olaf just gets a peek to the side, he will get a clean shot, but Kyo will respond quicker. JW quick with a revenge kill. And now they are going to open up B site. Apex is there, but Happy is still lingering in the smoke. JW gets flashed up at just about the perfect time. Pronax drops down on his feet though. And now Kenny S, with that ult, with next to no health, has to land the shots.
Apex in the smoke. He's going to take down one on Pronax, and JW drops it. Apex to save the round here for Envy, and Crims, the last man left. No tell. It's a double, it's a triple. He gets 4 kills in the round, and Envy, they bring it back.
How does that happen? Just dancing around the smoke, causing absolute chaos there. 4 frags for him, the newest addition to the roster, and you can see it breaking down here. Fnatic had no idea he was there, and that last frag onto Crims as well. Very nice execution, and this is the 4th frag with 6 bullets left in the chamber as well. Nice stuff from him, and a perfect way to get them back into this game after a 5-0 deficit.
That is the answer they needed, but they need to be careful they don't lose out this round, or they will be absolutely broke once again. Fnatic are in. And that's a double smoke. Possible mistake there from Envy. Nervous play, possibly trying to stop Olaf coming into B.
In the 10th round here, and a good strong kill there as Apex goes down, but I actually think Envy are in a good position. I think if the French team get up to 6 or more rounds here, they're feeling very competitive on this particular map. Kiyoshima already tagged low a bit here, so Fnatic see if they can extend their lead by getting one more kill. They've got plenty of time to wait. So MBK is lurking a bit around in the middle, trying to find an opening. It seems like they're bringing the bomb a little bit towards that A side of the map.
No more smokes left for Envy, just the flashes. And Fnatic still working their way around as Kenny gets dropped by JW. That's going to open up the A site. MBK on the rotate, but he's going to be a little slow to get there. He does manage to get around the back of the APC. Has to hold them up, gets JW down. Happy comes in, he gets himself one, but Olafmeister replies. And now Kiyoshima in a 2-on-1, drops straight through. And just to get a glimpse of Olafmeister, he knows he's going for the plant, gets one, can't get the second. Olafmeister closes the round, but that was very close. But that is going to cause a few problems for EnVyUs once again.
After getting that initial pick as well, we saw EnVyUs on the back foot there, desperate to try and get a kill, but with a man advantage there, Fnatic had the possibility of sending Pronax into B by himself, and now this puts EnVyUs in a nightmare situation. After winning one round and losing the subsequent one, you can see they have next to no money here, and it's going to have to be almost full eco here with a couple of CZs in hand.
Definitely interested to see that Envy actually continued the rotation towards A bomb site, even though it was Pronax they killed on the plateau, because normally that'd be Olafmeister. So when you get Pronax instead, that's a huge sign that something has gone very wrong, but they actually got the right call anyway. Envy, this time, they're getting shot down in that B bomb site. They don't have armor. They've got one flashbang on Apex, and he's very nearly dead.
Yeah, they're not going to get caught out by any pistol play this time around. EnVyUs trying a few little boosts there, but it's getting read very easily by Fnatic, and Olafmeister making sure it's a clean round. Apex, the last man standing in no man's land away from the bomb here, just going to try and stick hold of this CZ and see if he can get anything from it. So Fnatic is going to be moving in towards the next round. 7-4 up. They'll be happy with their T-side, but there is plenty more rounds to be had here, and they're going to hope they can get everything away from EnVyUs.
Fnatic is playing a very smart game at the moment. They're making sure they don't give too much away at the start of the round, see if there's a possibility to get a pick towards B, and if not, they focus their attention back to A, leave a lurker into B, keeping the attention there, CT's peeling away, and they make their execute onto the site, and it's very clever. But now they take their 7th round on the board. This is where it gets interesting for EnVyUs, as now, of course, FAMAS is out. Again, another difficult situation for them. They have managed to get 1 round on the board since the pistol. It's been a difficult first half for them, actually.
FAMAS is in the hands of MBK, Kyo and Apex. Buy what you can time for EnVyUs to try and stop the rot that Fnatic are starting. It's olofmeister that's been the problem. Happy's been boosted up this time towards the tree, and Kyo really not being able to stop this platform play that Olaf and Pronax have been engineering every single round.
Well, there's a pop flash through, allowing Olaf to get out on the platform to see if he can once again find an opening. He's got the AK in hand, then a flashbang is going to force back Happy, who's playing on that bomb site, and Olaf still looking for that opening. Happy taking the bait, almost walks into the shot, but now they're going to double peek him, and he does go down. Nice shot from Happy, and that's going to give a lot of confidence to Envy. But more than anything, I think they need Kenny to get back in this game here. It's 12 rounds and he's got 1 kill.
He's absolutely dropped off now, but like you said, they get the advantage, and they need to fall back now, make sure they don't give a frag away, and this is middle advancement from Fnatic.
Apex is going to be pivotal here. They're all going to run straight towards him. Pronax goes down, Flusher will respond, and JW quickly catches Kenny S. He's not going to get another frag this game. Happy back on site with MBK and Kyo now coming in. Got to try and keep them at bay here. Happy just on site. Crims is going to push on round, but MBK manages to find Flusher. Happy gets the spray down. That's the bomb carrier. Now JW trying to rescue his orb, trying to keep it in his hands. He doesn't manage to land the shot, and Happy will reply. Then EnVyUs take the round and the orb for Kenny S.
Well, hopefully now they have got the AWP on his hand. We've seen him try to go towards middle and get some information there, and he seems to be getting locked out with the flashbangs and the smokes. Maybe just putting him in the back of B is going to be the most sensible option here. Instead of trying to take the fight to them, just hold back and see for that lurk to come in, and then they can control the bomb site in that sort of way. But let's see where he does go towards. Looks like he's going towards long A, maybe going for some more aggressive plays here, and this can be a difficult angle to pick.
You mentioned it earlier on, Anders, that they're just not challenging out at long A any rounds at all, and we are into the 13th round now. It's all on olofmeister basically trying to eat some sort of opening and again his strong platform.
I'd be very worried if I was Fnatic right now. Envy are showing that they know how to control this plateau. olofmeister, shot to the face. It's going to be a quick trade. JW for NBK. Pronax with the underhand flash through. Can they take down Happy? He turns around, but he goes down anyway. And a lot of trouble for Kiyoshima. He's alone. Backup is far away, and they're all coming for him. They're coming from through the door here. And actually, Fnatic a bit slow, and that might cost them. Kiyoshima gets the kill, pistols out, and Flusher will take him down. And now it's a 2v3.
Apex spots one around the other side, but he manages to get Flusher. That's the bomb carrier. Kenny S joins him. He's the only man left. He's got 1 kill in the entire game so far. And that is all he will have because Crims executes him. And Fnatic get themselves another round on the board.
So another round where Kenny S is redundant, not really turning up at all. He's left in a 2-on-1 situation trying to clutch that. That's why I said getting to a back of B with the AWP seems to be more viable for them. At least he can find some confidence there. Now some easy shots coming in with Olaf pushing up against that upper platform. So much there, but once again, they are on an eco here. There's actually going to be a force buy as well. So Desert Eagles, head armor as well, and we can see once again Fnatic heading towards the B bomb site. olofmeister leading the charge as usual, but a big round here. We know they can do it there. JW takes an Apex thing to open it up.
Very delayed smoke, and olofmeister just strolls on through, gets a glimpse of MBK. That grenade's going to bounce straight back at him. Kyo trying to get anything, something, nothing. Things landing. Olaf will get tagged out by Happy, and that's going to be a rifle going to Kiyoshima as he hops up on there and collects it, but it's A site that they're looking towards.
Kenny's here, and he might get a kill if he's good at it here. No, but not going to happen. The UMP from Flusher will take him down. Kenny's having the struggle of a lifetime here. Happy up in the bomb site, 5-7 in hand, and Flusher will go down. MBK falls in return. It's still a 2v3, and that shot close range with the AWP from JW will drop him in. It's all on Kiyoshima with no grenades, with no kits. Henry, would you go for it?
Definitely not. Judging how we're going to go into the last round after this, you want to have as much money as possible. And if we take a look at what they've got right now, they're going to have absolutely nothing. It's going to be another pistol round. So if they can make sure they can save his AK, at least they have a fighting chance of taking the next round.
I love Kenny as much as anybody, but this is one of the reasons why originally when he was on Berry Games, they ended up trading him for Shox because they were worried about these high pressure situations and how he responded to them. I'm not saying that's necessarily what's happening here, but he needs to find a personal way back in the game.
I don't feel like he's been utilised correctly though. Like I said, they could have just easily had the solution there by stabilising the economy, making sure they got him in a comfortable position, but he's just been on the other side of the map every single time. Wherever Fnatic have gone, they're just falling for the bait every time. But we go into the last round of the half now. You can see a couple of Famis's there, but Fnatic are well aware of what's going on in this situation. They change up their pace a little bit. The bomb heads towards long A.
And they're finally, like, as you say, going long A. Kenny's going to try and toss that nade out. The weak point has been spotted, and at the moment Kenny is not having a very good performance here. And unfortunately for you guys at home, none of those Kenny-esque Dragon Lords are dropping just yet, that's for sure. Can he hold them at bay? Smoke down, but they are so limited on resources. EnVyUs being tested all across the map. Olofmeister once again just pulling away weapons, but wow, Crimson's gone down. Apex gets a double, can't quite make it a triple. And now Kenny, you have to deliver for your team now, as Flusher gets a peek across, but it's not to be. And Flusher gets the kill and the bomb recovered. It's a 2-on-3 though. Still, EnVyUs could do it.
Oh, and MBK with another Deagle kill. It seems like that's just a bad omen. Whenever he starts up, he seems to always finish very strong with that weapon. 35 seconds, and Flusher, he's got a double, but he's going to have to get an ace here to close out the round. And I think this is actually a huge difference. 10-5 or 9-6. If Envy get that 6th round, I think they're still very competitive in this map, and it could turn up either way here. And second half, let's see if Kenny can't make it back. We've got 2 people on A, and just NBK with a Deagle on the B bomb site. Flusher walking in, and he instantly gets shot down. And now it's going to be a bomb plant with a smoke to boot here. Are you ready, D-Man?
It's happening.
There was just 10 seconds on the clock. MBK, if he could have just stayed prone, anything hidden, it's easy to see. The benefit of hindsight is a wonderful thing, but they are lining up for Flusher now, and Happy running headlong into the crosshairs. Flusher not going to land the shot though, and it will be 9-6. Is that the round, ladies and gentlemen? You see what it means, Flusher and JW there. A wry smile, but it could very well have been 10-5.
Wow. I definitely think that could be the round. 9-6. They just showed us on the first half how good they were in the pistol round. In spite of their tournament statistics here, they've actually done very well here in the grand finals. Now the question is, if they could do the same thing on the terrorist side, if they win that, strong likelihood they'll end up at 9 being on the more favored side. This is still a very competitive game. Don't mistake the fact that Fnatic have had some very good streaks in this first half. Envy are very much in this game.
Absolutely, the T-side pistol as well. You normally do favour the Ts just because of the amount of options they have, and where the CTs have to be so peeled away and passive here. We may see some aggression coming in from Fnatic here, but you do have to put your eggs towards the EnVyUs camp here.
And I think you're doubly right. One of the advantages of the USPS is on maps where you have a lot of range. Well, there are a lot of places on Cobblestone where you have that, but the one place you don't is the drop-down room.
Yeah.
If they come in there with the Glocks and you're close range with USPS, you have 1, maybe 2 shots before you're going to get simply outgunned. So I'm really curious about Envy. We said it all tournament long, but their speed and their aggression is key to the success, and they almost just beat Fnatic on Dust 2 using it.
And what do you do when one of your teammates does have just 1 kill in the entire rain?
I don't think it was down to Kenny S necessarily. You can see, just looking at the round there, that every round they got, they lost the one straight after. They never got an opportunity to actually build the bankroll up. We know Kenny S relies on the AWP. He can be a decent rifler, but it just seemed like he was locked out of that game purely because he never had the money to actually get rolling in that situation. We didn't see him really. The only thing I saw that was positive is when he went towards middle and faced with the orb, got some information but wasn't able to do anything with it. That's why I was calling for him just to be passive at the back of the B, and he could potentially just lock down that side by himself and have 2 players in drop down.
And quite often, we talked about it in the game, they weren't going long A. That's where he was. He was always on the retake, and it was always odds against him. I don't want to give excuses for the guy because, Kenny Hesse is a professional and one of the best players in the world, so nobody really needs to make an excuse for him. But it was definitely stacked against him. But here we go, ladies and gentlemen. It's 9-6 Fnatic, the second half underway. Fnatic, are they just 7 rounds away from victory, their third major? Or can EnVyUs take it to a third map?
And look how ready Envy were for that counter boost up and drop zone, because they did it themselves. MBK charging in, but he's going to get shot down. Flusher and all of and Flusher again. Another headshot. Kenny returns, and it's about time. He's still got the Glock and 20 bullets left. Can he find the kill? He goes down to Pronex, and that's going to leave Happy alone. He was far away from his team, and they all got butchered in that A-bomb side.
It's going to be Happy here. No bomb. 1 minute remaining. He really hasn't got a hope. He needs to find a couple of frags very quickly, because as long as Fnatic don't make a huge mistake here, this is the pistol round in their favour.
And you would expect the next 1, maybe 2 rounds to follow as well. And that will take Fnatic into double digits. And that's a very nerve-wracking situation for any Envy fan out there. Little tap down with the USPS gives Happy's position away. Nobody really showing. Everybody has an angle to an impossible situation. And it is 10-6, ladies and gentlemen. Fnatic, they're getting close to doing it.
Interesting approach from them that round. Like we discussed how strong the drop-down area can be. They actually opted to send for their team towards the long A area, but that actually run into the bomb zone, running into the silent USP is getting completely locked down there. But that's going to be another round on the board for Fnatic. 10 for them now. Of course, the force buy comes in from EnVyUs. They didn't get a bomb down, but they have got 5 Tech 9s, 5 sets of armor, and 1 flashbang. Suggests it has to be something very fast, and maybe they can finally utilize that drop-down area to some advantage here.
Look, olofmeister and Flusher, they've gone very aggressive over on A site. Got a good peek around there. MBK was covering it off, but they're fully expecting this drop. They're just going to pile on straight through. It's going to be a fast play from EnVyUs. They have to get themselves round, but they have to start landing the shots, and Crims is just going to get a beautiful spray down alongside Pronax, and that attack has been stopped dead in his tracks. JW will manage to land the 3rd shot, and MBK now all alone gets himself 1 on Flusher, but that will be all they got. That was a force, and that's going to take Fnatic to 11-6 and an eco for Envy.
Unfortunately, that was just so predictable from EnVyUs, I'm afraid. Most teams will try that in that situation. EnVyUs, of course, famous for force buying in these situations, and then going towards that. The only real viable option you have is trying to get through drop down and force your way out of there. Fnatic was so prepared for it, locked them down, made sure they had crossfires set up there, and now we're looking down the barrel of 12 rounds on the board for Fnatic.
At least Envy, normally in those situations, they do enough damage that they might even be tempted to do another force-up. That's how they grind teams down. But Fnatic, they didn't lose that much. And now Flusher coming up here with the submachine gun, dropping Kenny and the bomb. And a bit of a grenade follow-up here. You can tell clearly who's in control of this match right now. Fnatic are dictating the pace of the game. And Envy, they're playing a game of catch-up, and they don't have the rounds for it. They need to get back in as soon as they have rifles. Another kill for Flusher, and we're looking at 5 versus 3.
They're showing such aggression on these anti-ecos as well. They know they've got absolutely nothing to play with. Most teams will be holding back and saying, let's wait for them to come to us. They're showing their dominance right now, getting these kills all over the map and not even dropping a single man themselves. A clean sweep of Fnatic there. So just showing how confident they are right now. And it looks like they actually may be going into this one with a huge advantage and maybe keeping the Mag 7 and the SMG there just to get the bankroll rolling and keep applying the pressure to Team EnVyUs there.
You got to wonder, is this time of a pause, Envy?
I'd say probably is at this situation, just because they need to work what's going on. MBK just pointed out he's got a Zeus there, so he's having a good time.
Feeling fruity. We'll see how close he gets with that one. It is going to be an aggressive boost coming out. JW will be getting up there, but Happy is ready and waiting for him, and he's going to rush straight in towards him. And Happy will get that opener. So, is that the advantage that they need? Flusher lingering. Look at this little boost. Get himself in towards the corner. Going to try and get a glimpse, but olofmeister with a spray down, almost catching Kiyoshima out there. Kenny S does have to back away. Flusher got himself the kill over on A long. And this is still a very even matchup, but it is Fnatic coming out on top in the exchanges.
Oh wow, the SMG actually doing work for Flusher. A double, almost a triple there. Kenny getting tagged in the face, but doesn't do quite enough damage, and that's going to put it into a 3v3 here. And it feels like if anything has to work here for Envy, it's going to be Happy leading the charge. He's top fragging, I think, at 18 kills currently. They might need him to step it up and just try and carry them through here, because otherwise Fnatic are going to make their way through there. Walking in towards the B bomb site. olofmeister's alone, and if you're going to have one player on a bomb site, D-man, Olof might not be the worst one.
No, absolutely. If one man can do it, surely olofmeister can. As much as he likes to call on his team being what helps him become one of the greatest players in the world. You cannot deny the fact that this man is a beast when he gets going. He doesn't quite get the triple spray down, but Happy has to get the plant in. He's only got 14 seconds remaining on the clock here. And Crims the Pronax pushing in. He gets himself another. 3 health is all he has. The plant will go down. Crims just about to come around the corner. Happy has to try and land the headshot, but it's not going to be. And that is 13-6. Fnatic just 3 rounds from their 3rd major.
I was about to say Olofmeister did everything he could to lock them out there, but Happy, that's one of the cleverest players I've seen in a while. He knew exactly what the CT is going to be doing. Fake the bomb plant, face the door, and even when he was blind, takes the kill down and gave himself a real viable chance there. But just to compliment Olofmeister again, holding that area for the perfect amount of time as well, smoking out the T's where the 30-second mark was there, and then forcing them to come out in a horrible position, and that pushes Fnatic now in touching distance of tournament point here. It's really exciting stuff. We've got the AWP out for JW as well, and he's going to be facing this long A area.
Well, no AWP for Kenny, but JW did have one. He didn't land the early shot. He ends up going down to 80 health instead. It's back down the middle, followed up by a grenade. He takes a little bit of damage, but kyoShiMa is over at AP bomb site and trying to see if he can find an opening through the smoke. No one going down just yet, but a bit of damage onto JW is a good start.
Pronax with a quick spray down. That was in drop room, catches Happy out. But it is A long that was being worked. Flusher though not falling for it, not calling for any rotating. Fnatic are holding strong, and that's going to work completely against Envy here. That was a late smoke going down, 50 seconds on the clock. They are working into a very well set up Fnatic defense.
Pronax close to drop down here. Got to be careful. They're coming and enforce. Apex around the corner. Pronax going to get sprayed down. There's the opening, but Olofmeister's up on the box. He takes 1-2, turns a 180, but then kyoShiMa shows up. And we're going to be in a 2v2, 35 seconds. The bomb being put down, but look at this Flusher through the smoke, and he drops him. He's got 8 bullets left. kyoShiMa has to go for the quad kill here to win the round and extend this series. Fnatic, they're dangerously close to a victory. 22 seconds, and it's ticking away. He has to commit or get the kill. One or the other. A flash out to buy time, and kyoShiMa flanking all the way around. Flusher sees him, nearly drops him. 10 seconds, 9 seconds. Flusher, is he going to move closer? kyoShiMa has to hold it down. 9 bullets, and he stops it. kyoShiMa gets it. You're going to be kidding. He actually wins that round, and it's 7-3. And Envy, they stay alive.
What a bait that was. The double fake plant to win the round, and that was one they absolutely needed. You can see them finally getting some money in their bank account. They had 2 galos that round, but what a play at the end.
As soon as he lets go of the bomb, if he gets this wrong, his Flusher is somehow in a place where he can't kill him. The round is done. He can't recommit to the plant in that time. That is a huge risk for kyoShiMa.
Not only was he done, he'd be dead. That was a simple duel. After the time were to run out as well, it was so big. Envy not done yet. Well, we were saying the same for Fnatic in the previous match on Dust 2. Now, can Envy try and cobble something together here and get themselves a couple more rounds on the board? Flusher being kept at bay over on long A, but that flash will give Envy pause for thought. And it's going to be a rotate once again. They're coming in, but Happy will get himself the opener. Pronax goes down. Is that going to draw their attention, or will it be a fake?
Good start here once again. JW though hiding in the smoke right underneath Happy, and Happy furiously spraying through, but he's not coming out on top. That Max 7 doing a lot of damage. But over at the A side of the map, we've got Flusher and Olofmeister very close to the action here. Olof going to be peeked into the middle of the flashbang, and Flusher picking up a kill on MBK.
That's going to give them serious problems. Apex going to come around the side, picks the AK up, and Olaf comes out on top in the straight-up one-on-one duel. And now Kenny and Happy are all that stand in the way of Fnatic's 14th round and possibly crippling Envy's economy.
They do it again, that perfect timing, pushing through the synergy with the flashbangs into middle, picking up a couple of frags, falling back, and that reaction as well, coming in from long A. Olofmeister somehow finds a kill as he returns there. But now we go into almost match point for Fnatic, and look at the money for EnVyUs. After winning that last round, they have absolutely nothing to play with here, and that's been a theme for this entire game.
Wow, there's so much going on in this game. I don't know, is it against tournament rules to have Happy play for both himself and Kenny? Could they do that? Because I feel like right now Happy's just seconds away from putting the whole team on his back and trying to see if he can pull this one through. They need to take an astonishing amount of rounds in a row, and it's not starting off well. Olofmeister picking up 1, 2, he's got the pistol out, looking for more headshots. The bomb is down as well. This is a disaster for the Frenchmen, and Krim shows up down to 2.
They tried a similar tactic that worked for Fnatic, and Fnatic were not falling for it. They had the men in position, and that's left the bomb in no man's land. Kiyoshima just going to get hunted down in drop room here. Happy's going to try and join him, but he's just hoping and praying that one of these deagles will land, but it's not to be. And Fnatic will be on championship point. Their third major beckons. Love them or loathe them, you have to respect them. Fnatic could become modern day Counter-Strike legends.
I think this may be it, guys. This is the last round potentially. Look at the bar they have, Tech 9s, AKs, but we saw Fnatic do it on Dust 2. There's no reason why EnVyUs can't dig deep now. They know everything's on the line. One more round will do it. What have they got left in the tank?
I mean, you could have been a bit worried as a Fnatic fan when you saw them play Luminosity on Mirage yesterday. That was a struggle. I think they could have lost 2-0 to VP, but look at the speed coming into it here. Grenade on through, and Envy, they're speeding up. JW missing a couple of shots, and they get 2 in return. Pronax in the back lines, and they're going to get the refrags here. Very low on health is Happy, and they just keep on training it through. They can't stop now. Olaf with the kill as well. It's going to be Kenny with the refrag. Grenade on in. Happy's on 6 health. And ladies and gentlemen, it's going to require a miracle and nothing less for Happy to make it out. I don't think there's any chance. Flusher looking to end this.